Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about something that I get asked frequently, something very simple, but a lot of people still have this confusion about it. It's about how do they know when they've completed their backswing? And sometimes it comes from a misunderstanding of, is it when they've gotten the club all the way to the top, or is it when they've rotated their bodies, or sometimes they just don't know. So when it comes to the backswing, a drill that I like to have people rehearse, I just have them take their posture, and all I ask them to do is give me a backswing motion that they can achieve until the grip end of the golf club is over their back foot. So I'm right-handed, so my back foot is going to be my trail foot is going to be my right foot. So if you can get into this golf posture, kind of similar like you would be for a 7-iron, for example, I want you guys to start rotating and get the club to be just over the right foot. Okay, now in terms of flexibility, some people might not be able to do this. So there's a couple of key things I want you guys to keep in mind is, if I were to not move my lower body whatsoever and try to rotate, like even for me, I'm decently flexible, but even for me, it's very hard for me to complete my torso rotation and get the butt end of the golf club to go over my right foot. So for me, I'm gonna have to let my pelvis rotate a little bit and let my hip rotate as well. So I'm gonna allow my flexion on my right knee to kind of lessen a little bit, right? So I still want it to be flexed, but I definitely wouldn't want it to be locked out as I complete my backswing. So as you hit a wall here, let that pelvis rotate until you can actually rotate the torso to get that butt end of the golf club over your right foot. Okay, and what that looks like is going to be a little bit more like this. So nice posture here. I'm going to rotate, rotate, rotate. And if you notice, my belt buckle is kind of looking over here more. So my lower body has rotated a good maybe 45 degrees, and my upper body, as a result, has rotated about 90. Okay? So this is how you know that you've completed your body turn. Now, if when you do this, your arms are, let's say, over here, that might look like a very short backswing in terms of where that club is and where your arm is, but in reality, you've completed your body turn. And at the end of the day, that's your power source. So I don't really care if the club doesn't reach parallel, right? Because a lot of times when people want to get the club to parallel, the lead arm starts to bend, and then the club can get there, but you're losing that width that we want to see. So more importantly is completing that turn with the body, making sure that your torso is rotated about 90, lower body about 45. And again, if you have a golf club with you, butt end of the golf club, or it could be the head, whichever one, doesn't really matter. But stand in front of a mirror and kind of look at yourself as you're rotating, right? Again, if you don't move your lower body, you might get to there only. And then if you do that in the swing, you might end up picking up the arms, bending the arm to complete the backswing. And that's something we really don't want to do. So again, club across top part of your torso here. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Let that lower body rotate as well, which is going to allow that torso to complete its turn. Okay? So a simple little tip, something you guys can do at home, something that you can do anywhere really. But hopefully if you have that confusion about how do you know when you complete your backswing, then hopefully that answered your question. All right, guys? Until next time, in a while.